So that pretty well brings us up to date. You have a thing in the material I gave you. If you'll look, there's a thing called pickups and holds, and there's also a thing called cutoffs without holds. In other words, right after pickups. We had pickups, so now the next thing you should look at is pickups and holds and cutoffs without holds. All right, now let's explain what it is. What we've done so far, of course, we have done holds and we have done pickups. Now the idea is to put them together. So looking at that, pickups and holds are examples of pickups starting on various beats of the measure, with a hold appearing over various beats of the measure, and then each exercise you can continue on a tempo. So you have to start off with no matter where it starts. And of course there's a hold or a cutoff to measure 8. And once again, it's best to use both hands so you can train both of them. But if you use one hand at a time, just like anything else, like we've done all the others, you train each one separately and get it going good, right? We still want to use for the hold palms up. We still want to do that for a while, because we haven't even really had a chance to really use it yet. So I want to get that locked in before we show you other varieties. And then you continue on. Okay, after indicating a hold, now here we go again. We already had a hint of this. You turn the palms face down by pivoting at the wrist, but without moving the arms from their position, because that'll indicate, somebody will screw that up. Then, to continue the a tempo, it's necessary to indicate a preparatory beat. Now, we know about that from the pickups. If the fermata is over the first beat of the measure, you must repeat the first beat, since that is the preparation needed to start on 2. Right? And it goes on and on like that. It goes for every beat there is. Once again, we have to be careful there's only one preparation beat. Ha ha ha. All right, you should use a variety of things, tempos and all that stuff. So now let's take a look at them. The first example is in 4/4 with 3 quarter note pickups. Now that means our preparation is 1 and 1 only, which looks 1, 2, 3, 4, measure 1. The hold is on 1. Now, here we go again. We have to plan ahead. If we're going to give 1, we want our hands right here, right? Not out here. If we go like this, that's going to scare some players, because it's going to look like 2 preparation beats are coming up. It looks like they're going to go and 1, and that's wrong. So you don't want to scare the players, so I want to plan ahead. If the hold is on 1, and I have to give 1 then for the preparation to play on 2, I want 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Now my hands are in a good position. All I have to do is turn them over, and I can give 1, 2, 3, 4, measure 3. Another hold on 1 of 4, pivot. 1, 2, 3, 4, measure 5, 2, 3, with a hold on 1. Pivot carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, measure 7, and we have a hold on 1. We don't have to worry about that one because we're not going anywhere at the moment, right, with a cutoff. Then example number 2 then is the 4/4 with the 2 quarter notes. So our preparation beat is 2 to play on 3. So our hands at the end 1, right? 1 and on our way to 2. 1, 2. Da, da, measure 1, 2. It's a hold on 2 now. 1 and hold. Now remember, we want our hands about the end of 1 on our way to 2. 1, 2. Da, da. We're on our way again. Measure 3. Here's a hold on 2 again. Hold. Like this. 1, 2. Da, da. 1 and 2. Here's a hold on 2 again. 1, 2. We pivot. 2. 1, 3, 4, 1. Here's measure 7. And we have a hold on 2. 1 and hold. And our cutoff. See, I have to plan ahead, but the thing is that after a while it becomes absolutely automatic, because part of reading, sight reading anything, whether you're an instrumentalist or a conductor, is to absorb 2, 3, 4 bars at a time. So you can plan ahead. You just look down, you see something, you see a phrase, 2, 3, 4 bars, and you can see what's going to happen, and you make your plans accordingly. Okay? Then exercise 3 there, example 3 is a 4/4 with a 4th beat pickup. So our preparation beat is 3. We want our hands at the end of 2 on our way, 1 and 2, and are on our way to 3. Keeps the players happy. They realize that you're not going to do some crazy thing. So we have the third beat. 1, 2, 3. Da, da. That's measure 1. Here's the hold on 3. 1, 2, 3. Now remember, we want to be able to have our hands look like they're going to go to 3. You get out here too far, the players are going to be a little frightened because you're going to have to go like that. But if your hands are not too far spread out, they feel comfortable. Style-wise, I have a habit of sort of pigeon-toeing my hands a little bit so that it looks like 2-and. See, 1, now if I'm conducting, it goes like this. Now if I'm going to give a preparation beat, I kind of go like that. See, I sort of pigeon-toe them a little bit so that I don't confuse the player, so it doesn't look like I'm someplace else. So if I give a hold on 3, when I turn my palms over to make it look like I'm going to give the third beat, I tend to do that just a little bit. Just sort of pigeon-toe them a little bit to let them know, hey, I'm in here now. You know? So 1, 2, 3. Da, da. And here's measure 4, and hold. We do it again. 1, 2, 3. Da, da. Measure 5. With a hold on 3, 2, 3. Da, da. Measure 7. And here's our hold on 3 with our cutoff. Very good. Now, the example number 4 is 4, 4, and we start right on 1. So the hold is on 4 as we get into it. So here we go. We start regular, right? 1, 2, 3, and a 1 and 2 and 4. Here's our hold on 4, 3, and hold. That's the one. That's the good one, right? Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Here we go. 2, 3, and a 1 and 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and hold. Right? You remember, you have to stop at the bottom of the beat. You have to stop at 3. This is 3. This is the end of 3. So you have to stop here. 1 and 2 and stop. That's 3. Now you prepare the signal for a hold, which is that. Now let's do this number 4 now. This number 4 starts right on 1, but the hold is on 4. 2, 3, and a 1. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and hold. Aha! Gotcha. Now we pivot. 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 2, hold on 4. Now you're good. Now we're going. Now we do it again. 3 and 1 and 2. It's bar 6. 2, 3 and hold. 1 again. 3, 4. 1, 2. Here's bar 8 with a hold on 4 and 2 and 3 and hold. Good. And it's relaxed. Now when you get into big retards and a maestoso roaring ending. 1 and 2 and 3 and bam! See, the variation of that still has a foundation to it. Everything is prepared. 1 and 2 and 3. Bam! You know, whatever you have to do to communicate. The basic rules are still there, so everybody can understand what you're doing and read through your style. It helped me tremendously to, when I practiced the preparation for a hold, was when my palms faced each other and came across the center of my body, these fingers just barely touch. Then I know I'm getting a good, symmetric, clean look. It has a good flow to it. See, already it's better. There, see, it breathes. Do it slowly. 1 and 2 and 3. Stop, freeze. Now all you have to do is that. Because that's the signal for the hold that we're using, see? So once you get to 3, you must stop at 3. 1 and 2 and stop.
Oh, actually, stop.
Stop at 3, reverse, and give the hold. Now you do that slowly, and then it becomes, now see what bing, bing. That's why I say, if you practice this, you can see how many times you can do that in 30 seconds? Hold, stop, hold, cut off, hold. Now see, my fingers touch each time right there. So I know I'm getting a good preparation. See, it breathes all by itself. It goes, boom, as opposed to,
Yeah.
see, it doesn't,
It sets it up.
it doesn't breathe. And it has to be the equivalent of that full beat. So if you do it slowly, 1 and 2 and 3 and hold. Do it very slow. One thing I've learned about this, about conducting, if you put your hands in the right place at the right time, they'll read your signals. Even if they're a little clumsy at first.
Yes.
That's why I try to get you to be so squeaky clean about them until it becomes more natural and you can relax and kind of flow with it, you know. In the meantime, you learn it by rote. 1 and 2 and 3, okay. Yeah. Come on, you guys, you know, really do it carefully and by rote, and look in that mirror, stare at those hands, and do things slowly, like 1 and 2 and 3 and hold. Oh, you know, really see it like a geometric design or something. I mean, graphics on a computer or something. Really see those lines. Then, after a while, you start relaxing with it, and it becomes automatic. So even with variations of the same signals, the basics are still there. Like I said, I don't care what you do with the technique. It's like anything. Learn the technique, and I don't care what you do with it. Then your own style comes out, your own creativity. But damn it, it better have a good solid foundation, or it's wrong, because nobody's going to be able to respond to it. So even when you have variations of holes, like this, even if I were to go, yeah, bam, like that, it works, because there was a hell of a preparation involved there. Bang! But it all came from learning this first.